And you talked about on Sunday, like you mentioned earlier, boys need projects to invest in,
Yeah.
to really have those intentional moments with you. You talked about that VW that you worked on with your dad and how that was
Yeah.
a chance for conversations to
Absolutely.
grow deep.
Absolutely. Yeah. I grew up most of my childhood life away from my father. Mom and dad got a divorce when I was in the 4th grade. And I probably saw my dad about 5 times between 4th grade and graduation. And that really wasn't his fault completely. The courts had ruled in a way where he had very little opportunity for visitation. So I had very little relationship with my dad. Now I'm an adult and I want a relationship with him. And so I visited him. I stayed with him a little bit, but the relationship could have grown more. Now, at the same time, I've always wanted a really old classic kind of car and to drive one around town. I knew it'd never be cherry. I didn't have the money to buy an old junker and make it cherry. I still don't have the money for that. I didn't even have the money for a cool Nova. If I was going to be honest, everybody thinks I love Volkswagen. I just couldn't afford the old classic hot rods. The VWs were cheaper at the time. And now I've grown to really love a VW. So I bought a VW bus. It was a 73. I had a tree growing through the roof. And I towed it to my dad's house and we wrenched on that car. And that car actually became something that's beautiful. And then it was like this, funny enough, kind of like iconic symbol in our life that was almost like a family member. There's always in our pictures, my engagement photos had it in the background. On our wedding day, it was used as the getaway car. We took family photos with the VW bus. And then one day we sold it, right? Because we had some bills we needed to pay and to propel my little family forward without this financial hardship. And everyone's like, oh, that's so sad and that you don't have the VW. And don't get me wrong, I loved the VW. I loved it and I'd love to have another one. But that car was just an excuse to have coffee table moments with my dad. We wrenched on that car. We wired that car. We sanded that car. We did body work to that car. We painted that car. We rebuilt the engines. We drove around a lot, especially going surfing to the beach in that car. But it all just came down for an opportunity to let the conversation linger. Again, that idea, give a task, do something with a guy, and then you got that coffee table type of conversation.
I remember that Volkswagen bus. It was the closest I felt to dying in a car. I feel like nothing you did wrong driving. It's just like you're at the windshield and then there's the other car. There's no
there's
engine
nothing
blocking
between.
you.
It's a step, maybe a step better than riding a motorcycle when it comes to crashing. I had a friend get in that car and he told me, I don't know about the structural integrity of this car. Do not go on the highway. So naturally I went on the highway as fast as I could just to torture him, which as fast as you can, a VW bus is 65 miles per hour. And mine was considered fast because most are 55.
So it's hard to have coffee table moments when the other person's stressing for their life maybe, but or maybe not. Maybe it inspires some.
Hey, I'm trying
moments.
to get them to call out to their Lord and Savior.
I love that. It was a big part of your family's life. You even had like an announcement about one of your kids, I think, with the
That's right.
bus
Yeah.
there. So
yeah, it was there a lot.
Yep. But it was used for a lot more than just those. It was a lot of coffee table moments with you and your dad and with your family, with a lot of other people, because it was a talking point that got them to stop and have meaningful conversations because it was such a big part of your life.